6 seconds. That's all it took for Jake Paul to make it big on Vine. In 2016, Paul landed the role of Dirk on Disney Channel's Bizaardvark, and by August 2017, his personal YouTube channel boasted nearly 10 million subscribers and more than 2 billion views. But in the wake of his groundbreaking success, trouble is brewing. Here's the untold truth about this social media sensation. Fluke Vine. Paul didn't set out to become a social media celeb. When he was 10 years old, he wanted to go into the NFL, telling people in 2016 that his dad gifted him and his brother a video camera to film their games. But instead of focusing their energy on football, the brothers started arguing about who could use it to make a better video, and they decided to settle it on Vine. Paul said, "Within 6 months, we were making more money than our parents." Seal dreams. Before his online stardom, the Ohio native reportedly wanted to serve his country. During an online Q&A with Product Hunt in 2016, Paul revealed what he originally wanted to do in life. "Before Vine, I was actually training to be a Navy SEAL. I still would like to do it."
Have you ever even shot a gun? Yes, Sergeant. Have you ever shot at someone? No, Sergeant.
In 2016, he did do some, quote, Special Forces Ranger training, but Paul has yet to officially join the SEAL team. Teenage millionaire. According to CNBC, Paul's enormous social media success had him pulling in 7 figures by 2016. The then 19-year-old said the secret to his success was staying flexible and exploring as many opportunities as possible. He told the news channel,
"It's just about translating your content onto other platforms. So now like Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat are super popular. I just create content on those platforms and grow an audience there."
And he did the math, saying as you get more and more popular and start to build a brand name for yourself in the space, you start working with big Fortune 500 companies, merchandising deals. You can tour. There are lots of ways to monetize. But if you have millions of fans and you can convert even 5% of them to pay for something of yours, you are in the 7-figure range. The next Dr. Dre. Once Paul secured his own slice of fame, he set his sights on helping others, telling people in 2016, "I want to be the Dr. Dre of social media. I want to take my success and replicate it with other artists." He started by inviting fellow social media stars from around the world to live with him in a $17,000 per month mansion in Los Angeles, or as he refers to it, an incubator for social media talent. Dubbed Team 10, Paul told Forbes, "We take people who have a lot of potential and teach them how to make content, produce it, etc. Then we move them into the house and we all collaborate. We've taken people with 5,000 followers and they've literally had millions of followers in a month." Trouble in the hood. Although Paul's fans may dream of living next door, his real-life neighbors in West Hollywood may disagree. According to a 2017 report in NPR, residents of the street where Paul rents a large house are meeting with police and city officials to review code requirements and could file a class action lawsuit that seeks to declare Paul a public nuisance. Apparently, Paul and his pals use his property as a set for all their viral pranks and wild antics. One neighbor told KTLA-5,
"We're families here, and we're more than happy to have them live here if they're respectful of their neighbors, but they're not."
When the channel sent a reporter to his home, Paul quipped,
Honestly, yeah, it's terrible. It's a bad situation. No, I feel bad for them, for sure. There's nothing we can do, though. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dab.
Disney defense. As Paul clashed with his neighbors, he suddenly parted ways with the Disney Channel, home of his hit series Bizaardvark, right in the middle of the show's 2nd season. Taking to Twitter, Paul confirmed the split. "Long story short, my team, Disney Channel, and I have come to the agreement that it's finally time for me to move on from the Disney family and Bizaardvark. I love my castmates and will continue to support Disney, but I have outgrown the channel and feel it's time to move forward with my career." Rumor has it that Paul was fired, but his rep told Page 6 that wasn't the case, saying they couldn't have been nicer about it. Now that he's not on the show, he can go on auditions for more mature roles. Race relations. Shortly after he parted ways with Disney, Paul was featured in GQ's feature The New Rules for Making It in Hollywood. In the story, the 20-year-old brainstorms ideas with a movie producer about his potential film debut, saying, maybe similarly to Get Out, where the message of the whole thing is basically that racism is terrible. But just a couple of weeks later, Paul was caught making insensitive comments to a foreign-born fan during a prank.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan originally, but
It sounds like you're just gonna blow someone up.
Thank you so much.
You're like, send the nuke!
Soon after the incident, #JakePaulIsOver party began trending on Twitter as folks slammed the social media star for his comments. Viral beef. In August 2017, Paul shared a video with fans titled "My Assistant Was Assaulted." In the clip, Paul's assistant claims she crossed paths with YouTuber FaZe Banks at Warwick Club in LA, and he stuck out his arm and clotheslined her, bruising her neck as he tried to pull her toward him. FaZe wasted no time filming an emotional response to disprove the accusations.
I've never seen this person ever. I don't remember having any interaction with this person. And there's a possibility that I bumped into this girl. Obviously, it wasn't intentional, if it happened at all.
It was then that Max Beaumont, a member of Paul's Team 10, quit the crew and came forward with an eyewitness account of the alleged assault in an interview with FaZe.
I do not believe that you intentionally assaulted this girl. I do not, the way that I saw you that night, I do not see how it was a possibility that you went from this nice guy who came over and gave me a hug to someone who started swinging at her afterwards.
Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.